start with JonnyBruh here, a new VIP member. He said he thinks his problem is hesitation, trouble with taking space without overcommitting, bad mechs, avoiding awkward spots. Okay, we can talk about that. He doesn't train anything. He just does 1s and 2s. No specific rank goal. However, he wants to rank up, get better mechs, be better than my friends. Specifically, how do I support teammates that can't seem to make up their mind with their playstyle? They go from ball chasing hyper passive, where I can't counterbalance their playstyle. What do I do when my teammates don't know when or how to rotate? Instead of challenging them rotating back, they lose the challenge and chase the ball, or when I'm playing shadow defense, they don't take the challenge off me. Not blaming, but to keep me from looking like the bad player when I'm trying to adapt to them. Yeah, we can talk about it. It all comes down to looking at their movement and just playing the best you can. The way I think about it is this. When you're supporting a teammate, all you can do is play the best move in response to what they do. So if your teammate makes a bad call, it means you're just playing from behind. You could just play, you just have to play the best move that you have, pretty much. So that's kind of how I think about it. But we'll look at some replays and see if I can help you. Let me download both. Okay, here we go. This is crazy. Crazy XOD. That's our second diamond player. Let's look at Luke replay review. This has got to be Johnny. This is Johnny? JonnyBruh. All right, JonnyBruh. Let's see how we support your bad teammates. Just playing. Maybe you're the bad teammate. We'll find out. This is going to be interesting. 851. I'll try to be unbiased. Diamond 1. This is 851 MMR. I'm going to move this. MMR. Properties. Move this. Well, not able to remove it right now. Oh well. All right, JonnyBruh. Let's check it out. We're cheating up, supporting your teammate here. Is this music really loud for you guys or just me?
It's not too bad for us, but
Alright.
it's too loud for you to do whatever you need.
Nah, we're cool. Alright, so you're cheating up, supporting your teammate here. This is fine. We're not going to get the left boost, but we're playing the ball here. Okay, this is very interesting. So when we're supporting our teammate, we generally want to we generally want to be thinking about, how can I make a touch that doesn't leave them back alone? So if you're worried about what your teammates are doing, you want to make sure all of your touches stay close to you so you can control what happens next. In this position, you're not getting challenged by either player. So the touches we want to make are some controlled touches, either a catch and a dribble, or like play this ball forward and land and keep going. Specifically, the maneuver you want to do here is a wall stop, where we kind of stay under the ball. Maybe we play it up and forward, and then we land on the wall and follow it. If you want demos of that, you can watch my VIP, or you can watch my educational Smurf event from earlier. But we want to basically be following this ball. We don't want to just slam it into the corner and give it to them, because theoretically this just gives them the ball and then puts your teammate last back. Also, while you're here, your teammate's probably grabbing corner boost. Yes, he is. So, like, when you throw the ball away here, if they hit it forward, your teammate's last man back. You don't want to leave your teammate alone, generally speaking. So we want to make a touch that stays close to us, and then we want to land and keep going, or just do a dribble. You can accomplish that by not flipping into that ball there and just keeping it close. Here we're running across. We want to be very careful about how we 50 this as to not pinch it. Hitting it forward here is probably fine. We can grab this boost, but now we need to get behind our teammate. See, this is the right idea, but it's a little slow. Because you're challenging, you actually are leaving your teammate back alone. This is kind of overcommitting. When you take this challenge, you don't want to turn your car and face the ball and try to push it through him. You're not going to push it through him from this angle. Instead, we just want to flip like up and left. I would speed flip up and left and just try to get like a side dodge into this ball that keeps you rotating out. By turning our car forward, we actually delay our recovery, which leaves our teammate once again back alone here. And so he could be getting scored on in these moments. This is his ball, but we want to be supporting him. We want to be probably much closer here. So when your teammate plays forward here, you guys have a 2v1. Freeze here. So we're very, very far from the play. Now, I can understand if you think he's going to boom it, staying back, but the amount that you're back right now is too far. You're so far back that if you were to make a bad save to the middle, you wouldn't actually be able to play it. And truth be told, the ball goes to the side here, and, well, Simba, I think, had ball cam off. He could have just gotten this ball easily. He should have just turned and hit. I don't know why he didn't hit it. Because you're so far back, you're actually not supporting your teammate. Like, you're not getting this ball quick enough. So you could be much closer on that play. This is fine. Continue running through. No, we don't want to stop here. You have no plays on this ball. So this is a very common Diamond 1 mistake when we get in this position. What do you think is the objective? Based on your car movement here, it looks like you think the objective is to play this ball when he hits it back to you. I would say most of the time that's not the objective. When you're in this type of position, you can either drive down and play a 50, valid, or you can drive down and bump. Both are good plays. I usually opt for bumps because I think most of the time if I 50 this ball forward and I just hit it through, I'm just going to give it to the other orange guy rotating back. So I'm usually playing to disrupt here. But what we absolutely don't want to do is slam the brakes and sit on the wall here, because now you're killing your own speed and jamming your rotation with your teammate. Now you're doubling back on a ball that's in the corner and going again, but you're like backwards, and your teammate has the way better angle here. You need to be getting out of here so your teammate can move up. But instead, you're basically guarding the ball and occupying space so your teammate can't go. And you end up faking him and messing him up. So in this position, you want to keep moving through most of the time. You can play a 50, but my preferred move is usually run through and bump. That's usually what I opt for in these situations. And now you definitely want to be getting out of the way because you're faking your teammate really bad here. I know you commented about your teammate having bad car language and how do you play about like player on teammates who can't decide whether or not they want to go. This is what you do not want to do. This is what you do not want to do. Not because you're necessarily doing anything wrong, like your teammate could have hit that ball, but it's just very confusing if you're your teammate here trying to understand what's going on. You keep like turning and now turning. He's understandably confused, even though he should hit the ball. All right, the ball's going to go over to the right here. What happens here? So you got to be careful of getting dunked. Now we're running over. We're kind of play a beat. We hit over one. This is good. We just power slide too much and then bump our guy. Okay, that's fine. Kind of waiting to see what happens here. This is okay. Teammate has more boost, so it probably does make sense for him to go. This is fine. We just want to make a touch that stays in. Kind of get on the wrong side of this ball. It's all right. Clear it up to the sidewall. Whoa. So your teammate's hitting it forward. They're clearing from 0 speed, hitting to the sidewall. So this half flip is very confusing to me. It's creating too much distance between you and the opponents. I think right now you're assuming that he's going to make a booming clear. But we don't want to assume in Rocket League because then when they get a bad touch, you're like waiting at this kind of awkward distance. Wow, he just gave you the ball. In general, we want to be reacting in Rocket League, not assuming. Because when you assume, that's when you miss opportunities. Like, for example, they make a bad touch there. You should be pressuring right now. You should still be pressuring. This guy just leaves you the ball, which is funny. And I guess you get a free goal out of it. But in general, we want to avoid flipping away like that until we know the ball's coming at us. Don't want to assume. Ooh. So this is a Diamond 1 lobby. Everybody in here is Diamond 1, maybe some Plat Diamond 2. An easy way to improve your kickoffs is to add a flip. Simply, I know a lot of people drive to these kickoffs because they go, oh, but it's just more consistent. When I flip, I miss it, Luke. My response to that is usually like, even if it's, okay, fine, understand that. Even just front flip, I'm not saying speed flip or diagonal dodge that kind of moves you sideways. Even just front flip is better because then you're not stuck with 0 boost after. right? The flip is some of your speed boost instead of you having to rely on boost the whole way. Even a simple front flip is better. Everybody in this lobby is just doing the drive kickoff, which is fine, but everybody's, 0 boost at the end, which is not ideal. All right, we're supporting our teammate now. Okay, we should have this ball. We want to play this around him. We want to be quicker. Okay, so I notice a bad habit that you have, which many diamond players have, is one, you're assuming where every touch is going to go. So you see this guy facing the right side, and he hasn't actually hit it there, but you start running to the right. And then what you miss is that there's another guy jumping, and so you swing out to the right, and now you're going to the left. That's fine. You assumed a little bit, and so your positioning was off. Now here, you're actually first to this ball. Boosting is correct. What you need to do is play it away from Chrysler Demon. And what you try to do here is you do a wide loop around the ball, and you try to, I think, shoot it. I think you're just trying to ignore the fact that he's going to hit the ball. But sometimes in Rocket League, we don't have a shooting lane. We can't score immediately, and that's okay. So sometimes we have to make one touch to set up a shot. And in this case, it would be like jump, flip on top of the ball, roll it up the wall, and then follow it. So like an example of that, jump, flip the ball. Say the ball's right here. Sometimes you don't have a shooting angle. If you try to do that wide thing around, you'll just get dunked. So here you might just jump, smush the ball away from the opponent, and then hit it to the mid and play a bump. Or you might jump and smush the ball up the wall, and then try to self-pass it and self-score it. Right? But either way, when we do this maneuver that you did, kind of swing around the ball, you just take bad 50s. You're not going to win the 50 from that angle. It's going to be very difficult. So to go back to your situation, Johnny, when you get here, this first touch goes away from the opponent, up the wall, and the second touch you chase it. We can't take this 50. This 50 just overcommits, leaves your teammate alone again. Luckily, he's first, but it's fine. This half flip's okay, but nobody's challenging your teammate here. So, you half flip, which is fine, but it does, I don't know if it was necessary. You probably could have just backed up a tiny bit, but I understand it. You wanted to stay facing forward, so the half flip, that's why I was confused a little bit, because you want to stay facing the play in that position. Okay, we got to wait for our teammate to leave. See, your teammate's making the same mistake you made earlier, Johnny, which is turning on a ball in the corner. This is a very common diamond mistake. Every time the ball comes at you and you're driving away like this, you think you can turn. He thinks he can turn. He thinks he can turn. But any touch he makes while he's driving backwards like this is going to be a weak stop. So what he should have done is just get out. He should be getting to the midfield right now, getting out of the way so his teammate, aka you, can go in. But instead, he's trying to be a hero and turn and cut everything when it's in front of him, and then he just messes up both of you. You made that mistake earlier, Johnny, so now it's, switch scenario. This is very common. Players double back on the ball, and see, you're doing it right here. After you make this touch here, keep driving. You either want to play this ball, keep driving. If you can play the ball, great. If you can't, bump and get back around. Keep your movement logical. Nice. Keep moving like this. No. We're backing up, trying to play the ball again. Luckily, you get out, but you still, once again, delay your teammate. Your teammate could have gone here at any point. Wait. He could go. But it's confusing until you leave. You want to keep your movement simple and keep moving through the mid. And rotate back around. You're going to avoid bumping your teammate, making bad touches in the play, confusing them, interrupting your rotation, out-faking them, all this stuff. You don't want to do these things to your teammate. Oh, you're beat. You got to be careful. Okay, so we rotate out, which is good. Now our teammate's going. We want to slow down here. You're getting a little too close to the wall. And then I think you move a little too far to the right side of the field. You're once again assuming where the ball's going to go. When I see my teammate challenging here, I'm starting to slow down. Slow down. Because I want to stay central. If there's a 50-50 that's happening over here, I want to be central facing the play. Flexible, right? But we run back here, which is it's not horrible. But you overextend a little bit too much to the wall, and you just assume what's going to happen once again. And so when the 50 happens, you're facing the right, and it's kind of awkward. If you were more back in the midfield, you can read almost anything. Luckily, they whiff. We're going to grab our corner boost, hopefully. Oh, why didn't we grab corner boost? Is it not there? Oh, it's not there. Maybe you knew it wasn't there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we probably want to be going back, even waiting on corner boost there, because he's got to do a wall touch. It's not worth it to chase this with 0. Well, your teammate got it, but now he's stuck under it. Looking for a bump. Oh, they miss another open. We're good. Okay, way back. Oh, I see that you like to half flip, which is good. A lot of the times you half flip in scenarios where it doesn't make sense. This scenario, for example, a half flip doesn't really help us because it just builds speed backwards and puts us back in net with 0. We need 12, 20 boosts to be able to do, to be able to make a save, right? To get to the top of the goal line. So what I would be doing here is I'd be running out of net, trying to grab some pads and get back. That's what I would be doing. Half flipping straight back is a little bit rushed and doesn't get that 12 boost that you actually really, really need there. And you get scored on. Nope. We're fine. Just kidding. Well, here too, for example, we need to recognize, I know this is hard, when there's no threat. Here, both orange players are in our net. So there's no threat. My mode, when I see this, collect boost. I'm not thinking chase the ball mode. My teammate is on the ball. He's very clearly following it. It's very clearly in the corner with no threat. I'm in find boost mode. Pad, pad, pad. Get back. Here we chase the play, which is at the end of the world. You get this 12 pad, but now you guys are both stacked on top of this corner boost, and you're truthfully here sooner than you need to be. You're pumping the brakes. You're a little awkward. This isn't like game losing stuff, but you know, we're 35 boost here, and if you follow the pads I outlined, you know, we might be 100. This is the stuff that will cost you. This really compounds as the game goes on, not finding these moments to grab boost. Flipping on kickoff is going to be an easy improvement to your gameplay, Johnny. Wait, this is Johnny? Yeah, this is Johnny. Okay. Not crazy. Yeah, your teammate kind of just gets dunked here. You grab this boost. I mean, you missed that ball, but then your teammate got dunked too. Happy to help, Azer. Yeah, adding a flip to your kickoffs is going to be a huge addition. Not the best touch. If you can wait until this ball bounces, you can get a much more powerful touch. But if you try to strike it before the bounce, we're going to get these weaker touches because you're fighting the ball versus using its up bounce. You want to use it after it hits the ground. You can get a much more powerful touch. Nice, they miss. Oh, unfortunately you miss. He gets kind of a touch at the end. Yeah, we kind of just waited to use the second ouch. Ooh, we want to take their boost here. Okay, so after we get this miss, this is okay. Biggest priority, this boost. This ball means nothing. You can't get a good setup here, and if you do, he's going to stop you. So just go get the boost. Get in front of him, go get the boost. But here we turn back on the ball, we bump him. Wow, we don't bump him into the boost. He misses the boost, but you get the idea. Wow, okay, he's overcommitted. You both double commit, but it's fine. Grab this boost. Open net. Nice. Good finish. Front flip, grab half boost. Unfortunately, we miss it. We want to get behind our teammate here. You don't really have many good cuts here. I mean, I guess you can cut, but yeah, you just have to hit the ball if you want to cut. Like, cutting is breaking rotation, so if you're going to cut, you got to hit it. Okay, you just need to get behind your teammate. So here your teammate is very clearly, like, closer to the play, right? And he's going to be the one that's going to interrupt this. So it makes more sense for you to flip back and get back to your corner and honestly get back around. But here you turn into the exact same position your teammate's in, and then you're just on top of him. That wasn't your teammate's fault. Like, you can see him here. Get out. Move wider. Get back towards your, like, let's say central in the net. Move back this way and get around. So your movement looks something like this. This should be open. Almost. Why are we reversing? So we want to be moving slowly forward here. Slow, slow, slow. Teammates going into it. We don't want to be reversing. We can just be like slowly driving forward here. We don't want to be reversing. Reversing messes up your following the play. He's leaving for boost. Yeah, you take the ball. So your pattern of being really far from the play kind of comes out here. This guy in no world should just say, see you later. I'm getting the corner boost, but he does. And yet because you're not like pressuring him at all, you're just kind of sitting watching him at the half boost. He has time to go get his corner boost and do this diabolical maneuver and still come back to the play. Another open net miss from the teammate, but nevertheless, control what we can control. There we go. Third time's the charm. Bang. And that's the forfeit. All right, I'm going to send you some notes right now. And I will show you the wall stop maneuver, just so you know what it is. Wall stops look like this. Where's the wall stop pack? So we come under the ball, and we tip it up, and then we land on the wall again. Here, we would come under the ball. I'm not warm. Tip it up, land on the wall again. Something like this. Here too. Tip it up. Go again. All these shots, the goal is to hit it up, land on the wall, and flip after it. Kind of the idea. All right, let's write out some notes for you. Johnny, appreciate the replay. I'm going to leave you some notes or bullet points about easy things you can fix or improve. So kickoffs, easy one. Adding a flip to your kickoffs is going to make you much more effective, even if it's a front flip, not like a speed flip or anything. As far as hesitation and avoiding awkward spots, you're often getting caught in awkward spots when you're in the corner. You're often like going for the ball and then doubling back. We want to make it our default option when we hit the ball in the corner to keep moving through the center of the field and to rotate back out and around our teammate. When you keep going at the ball in the corner, that's what creates those jams. Your teammate did it and you did it there. We want to work on creating multiple touches on the ball. A lot of our touches were just like kind of hit forward throwaway touches. Some of our clears were also not the most powerful. You want to make sure you're timing the ball when it bounces up to get the most consistent touches. Probably working on the power shots and just hitting the ball hard before we work on controlling the ball makes sense. There were a couple situations where you half flipped back, and it's good to see that you're practicing the half flips, but sometimes like the play stayed in front of you, so you like half flipped back onto your side, but the attack was still going on, so it kind of mismatched there. As far as mechs, speed flips are going to be very, very important for you to add. Hitting the ball consistently with power, air roll shots, speed flips. You can work on some dribbling things, and then probably more control things will come. I showed you wall stops, but it might be ahead of your rank, to be honest. Probably speed flips, power shots, air roll shots are going to be more relevant, and then dribble control. I also talked about how to support teammates in the replay, so hopefully that's helpful for you, man. We'll have this replay uploaded and sent to you in the next day or two.
Hey, SpookyLuke.
What's up?
Luke. Just FYI, your title is still the Smurfing on Discord members.
Well, that's annoying.
Alright.
It says coaching Discord members on my view, but I'll hit update again. Did that go through? Did it update now?
Let me see.
On my, this is what it says on mine.
Upload
Upload it and send it in the next 24 hours. That's what it looks like for me. Thanks for the replay.
Showing the right here. Let me refresh one more time.
JonnyBruh, here he is. JonnyBruh. Oh, bruh. Thanks for the replay, man.
See.
Okay, sent that. And we're gonna check out Crazy XD.